This video is going to be a two-parter. So in a YouTube comment, I didn't feel like doing the whole text thing up there. A gentleman was speaking about how when I said that I can prove that Jesus and God weren't the same, he was talking about the fact that in Deuteronomy talks about how one person can't testify and that be the truth, that you have to have 2 or 3 people. And then he related that to where in the New Testament it talks about there are 3 who testify in heaven, God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit being the 3rd one that testifies in heaven. And that's not actual proof that Jesus is God. When they picked up stones to stone Jesus and they said, "Why do you stone me? Because I do all my Father's work." And they said, "It's not because of your work that we stone you, it's because of the blasphemy of you claiming to be one with God." And Jesus said that aren't we all? Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? And then Jesus said that I am the Father. That then he said something to the fact that he is the God. But if you look at that or one with the God, the is not there. That is in italics. It's in italics because the writers added it to it. In the Greek, that anytime you see italicized, it wasn't an original writing. They added it to it. So you have a book that has additions to it. And of course, your book also says that not one tittle should be added or subtracted from this book, but yet, every time you see that italics, it's an addition. So, then he goes on and tell me that I can't pick and choose. I either got to accept the whole Bible. Well, if you guys are going to accept the whole Bible, then accept the whole Bible. But what Bible are you accepting? You see, when Jesus was going around teaching, if he was, and I'm saying it wasn't the Jesus that y'all talking about, it was maybe a rebel, but it wasn't the dude with all the legendized stuff. When he was going around teaching, do you know that the Tanakh, the Old Testament, wasn't even completed at that time frame? The Jewish people didn't complete the Tanakh until 164 years after he supposedly was born, which would have still have been like 130 years after he supposedly died. So he was teaching from what people just thought, but nothing that was canonized. Your Christian book wasn't canonized until 362 or 364, which means that it wasn't completed until like 300 plus years after he died, because everybody was teaching different things. But the Roman government in a Senate Reformation canonized the Bible based on aftermath of the Nicene Council in 325. So you may then say, well, that was Catholic. But your Protestant Reformation did not change the doctrine. It did not add the books of the Nag Hammadi. It did not add any other books. You still read from the same book that the Catholics decided you was going to read from. So what's real?